to.
They were all yelling about that guy Deion Sanders there, who has really played a heck of a game today. I mean, they had a job for him, and he went out and did it.
3rd and long, and Young is going to throw it. Batted up into the air.
Look at this. They're dumping all the buckets, Pat, so that they can't dump it on the coach.
I wouldn't care.
Yeah, but there is a guy that's done a heck of a job.
Really?
I mean, there's a rumor that if he doesn't win, he's going to get fired. Now, and I don't know. It may be a rumor. It may even be true. But if it's true, it's ridiculous. I mean, this guy has the best coaching record in the NFL. I mean, he's been through a lot. He's done everything. He's one of the best coaches that there is. You're not going to get any better than George Seifert. And how they could have a dumb idea that if he doesn't win this in the Super Bowl, they're going to get a new coach.
Well, threw it all. Offsides, a flag on the play. Kevin Williams signaled fair catch. Made it at the 10 or 11. Adam Walker. And it looks like Darren Woodson got involved in a shoving match way back up the field. No, Kevin Smith.
He was just chasing Adam Walker. Watch Adam Walker. He's number 27. And he's going to block right there.
And then
he said, oh, yeah, well, he started it with the right. So now they're playing downfield. Oh, and he gave him the old knee deal there.
Yes,
no wonder Kevin Smith is mad. Adam Walker got 3 things in there.
Mad.
He got a punch, an elbow, and a knee. Kevin Smith got 1. That'll be interesting to see who they call the penalty on. Adam Walker got
Dallas.
Oh no! Adam Walker got 3 shots in there.
They called against both of them.
Yeah, they don't even have a signal for what Adam Walker did to Kevin Smith.
Well, I hope not.
Well, what they're going to do is they're going to call a penalty, one of those offsetting deals.
Yeah.
You know, that they don't penalize anyone.
Plus, I think there might have been an offside originally, way back when they snapped the ball on the punt. Antonio Goss standing over.
1995 hasn't changed anything that was happening in 1994 as far as officials' conferences.
Dick Hantak.
On the play, we had number 40 of the kicking team offside, lined up in the neutral zone.
That's Bill Bates.
Pardon me, correction, it was the receiving team.
Now this is going to take too long.
That's Bill Bates.
After the play was over, we had a personal foul on the kicking team and a personal foul on the receiving team. 26 white and 27 red. We're going to replay the down.
After all that.
There wasn't a lot of confidence in that.
No.
See, that's what Steve Young has there. He's getting on Adam Walker now. And that's where they said that he has really changed this year. In fact, Harris Barton was telling us that he's yelling at offense. He's yelling at defensive guys. And that time we saw him yelling at a special teams guy.
Why we replay the down? I mean, Dallas has the ball at their own 10-yard line.
Now let's see. Bates was offside.
He was offsetting after the play. I don't know.
Well, they're still not. I mean, they're still having some meetings. Now they're talking to George Seifert down here, and they're still having. Maybe they'll have another conference.
Don't touch anybody, George.
See, they got to get another official in here. You know, these crews are kind of all-star crews.
Yeah.
They're the crews that have graded out the best in the year, but they haven't worked together. Well, I just kind of thought that was a mistake. You know, that the best crew ought to work together, like the teams do. I mean, the best team of players get to the big games and play as a team.
Additionally on the play.
Oh, more stuff happened.
Yeah. This was
On the play, number 26 from Dallas was ejected.
Ejected.
And number 20 from San Francisco was ejected.
It should mean number 27.
Yeah, they don't have a number 20.
No.
Yeah, they do. It's Derek LaVille.
Did you see that sign for ejection? No, it's kind of like the baseball umpires, use for out. Kind of like he's out of there, but it can't be 20. And the other thing,
the game now.
Yeah, the other thing is the guys that are kicked out have to leave the field. They can't stay here.
And so we'll do it again. Better kick. Kevin Williams signaled fair catch, and the ball is going to roll down at the 6, at the 4 this time. There goes Adam Walker.
Yeah, they said number 20, but they got the right guy, number 27. And the rule, when a player is kicked out, he cannot stay here. He has to leave the field. You see Adam Walker leaving.
Right.
And I don't know that we've seen Kevin Smith leave yet. But I saw one game where they kicked a guy out, and the guy just sat there in the bench. Like I said, part of the rule is you kick them out, they got to leave the house.
Just under 5 minutes left to play. And the 49ers lead by 10. 3 wide receivers for the Cowboys. Darrell Johnston in the backfield by himself. Aikman out of the end zone. Throws to Kevin Williams. Williams hops out of bounds at about the 25.
Yeah, this guy, Troy Aikman, has really been a champion. I mean, you just think of the injuries and how he's played and how, I mean, coming into this game, he'd been in 7 playoff games.
Never lost.
Never lost one. When you look at guys that you enjoy and respect, Troy Aikman is on the top of that list.
It certainly would be. You have to admire the courage of Larry Allen today, too. He hasn't been able to walk even. Aikman fires deep. And incomplete. Toy Cook.
That's what they were looking for earlier. Remember the same thing. It was the same 2 guys. It was Toy Cook and it was Eric Davis and it was Michael Irvin. They were throwing to Irvin, and those guys let Michael Irvin run right by him. This time he gets behind Eric Davis again, but Toy Cook is right there to almost catch the ball.
Toy Cook thought he had a shot at the interception. That makes it 2nd down. The Cowboys need 10, but they need a lot more than 10. Yards, I mean, not points. Aikman, pump fake, throws. Incomplete. He was hit by Dana Stubblefield just as he let it go. That one hurt.
Yeah, he's getting the heck beat out of him now. I mean, this is where they really had to pressure. Here's Stubblefield coming straight up the middle, and you'll just watch him. You see they start on a stunt. Bryant Young starts to go inside, then Stubblefield goes outside, and Stubblefield hits Aikman right after he throws the ball.
3rd and 10. Largest crowd ever to see a sporting event at Candlestick Park shouting defense. 16 times he's been knocked down.
That's pretty good defense.
The screen pass is broken up by Ken Norton. It was Darrell Johnston with the ball.
And Ken Norton is going to have a 3-peat, Pat. He had the 2 Super Bowls with the Cowboys, and now it looks like he'll be there with the 49ers. So if the Cowboys don't 3-peat, Ken Norton has a chance to 3-peat.
Fourth and 10 with less than 4 minutes left to play. 4th and 9 make it. And Aikman back. The pass is up the middle for the 1st down. Kevin Williams again made the catch, stopped by Merton Hanks.
The Cowboys are still thinking in terms of 2 scores.
But no timeouts.
They have no timeouts left, so they're going to have to get a score, either touchdown or field goal, and an onside kick.
Aikman throws to Irvin.
What I would do in this situation if I were the Cowboys, I'd try to get another first down or two and then kick a field goal. So I'd save some time because I can't stop the clock anymore, although they will get the 2-minute warning. That would be one timeout.
Irvin didn't quite get the first down. 2nd and 1, excuse me. Aikman can't get rid of it. Tim Harris again around the corner.
Yeah, I think that Larry Allen gets a point where, you know, toughness is good, but I think you have to get someone in there that has a chance. And I don't know that he has a chance. We'll see Tim Harris here again working from this side. You see Larry Allen just can't move out there. I mean, he tried to cut him. That's kind of a last resort type of thing.
Aikman's pass is low. And they'll face another 4th down. It was intended for Michael Irvin. Troy Wilson with the pressure on Aikman.
Hey, you'd think if they were really watching and monitoring it, you know, having someone like Ron Stone in there at right tackle, who's not as good as Larry Allen, maybe hasn't played there as much, but is healthy, would give him a better shot than Larry Allen, I think.
Aikman will have to put up his 50th pass of the day on this next one. 4th and 6. Timeout, San Francisco.
Yeah, the 49ers made a late substitution. They brought Charles Mann in, and I think they didn't have their defense set, or they almost had 12 guys on the field.
If the 49ers win here at Candlestick Park, there's Charles Mann. The presentation of the trophy will be held on the field. It's the first time it's ever been done in a championship game. The NASDAQ stock market post-game report coming up with JB, Terry, Howie, and Jimmy. The George Halas Trophy presentation, which again will take place on the field. If down in that area down by the San Francisco goalpost.
Yeah, I think they got a fence around it. See, they got a fence to keep some stuff back, and they're going to do it right there. And that'll be the first time it's ever been done. Right. And this is the biggest crowd, I think, in Candlestick history here today. That's
correct. Largest crowd ever to watch a sporting event at Candlestick Park. 247 left.
And I think that this game deserved that. I mean, when you get the defending world champions coming in to play the favorite home team with the best record all year, I think the most people should come to watch that deal.
And the build-up is had. Flag on the play. Aikman has a long time.
Yeah, everyone wants a piece of Larry Allen. And you see Charles Mann, who they just brought in the game. He wanted to line up on Larry Allen to get a hunk of that. They kept Daryl Johnston in to help that time. I mean, they had to have to do that. Either put someone in for Larry Allen. I know it's 4th down. Or help Larry Allen. They just can't leave him there against all these pass rushers.
Well, let's see who the penalty's against.
False start. Offense. Prior to the snap, number 73. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the down. 4th down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mean to beat this to death, but it's just, I mean, it's just a tough thing. And it's not the guy. I mean, he's a rookie who's playing with an injury that he shouldn't be playing with. Charles Mann starts up, and and then he gets him to move, and he just jiggles a little. But I thought that was supposed to be if the defensive guy moved and made the offensive guy move, that it would be against the defensive guy this year.
Brings up 4th down and 11. Dallas at their own 42. Again, here comes the pressure, but Aikman gets it to Novacek and gets the first down as Novacek fights inside the San Francisco 40. In the grasp of Merton Hanks.
They just won't go down. They're going with no huddle here. 4th down. He's going to look for one of his favorite guys. It's been Irvin today, but over the years it's been Jay Novacek. Boom, he hits him on Merton Hanks.
Incomplete. Intended for Kevin Williams. Tyrone Drakeford broke it up.
Yeah, one of the thing I think the Cowboys, if they can get in position here to kick a field goal, I think would be a good move. Kick the field goal, then the onside kick, then come back and try and get your touchdown. But that's one thing. But look at this field. I mean, they just stop, and a big old divot comes out of the ground.
You do well to stop.
So I don't know that you want to. I mean, look at this area here. I don't know that you want to have to kick from that area. I think kicking is a good idea if you get down there. But on this field, I don't know how good an idea it is.
Aikman has thrown it 51 times, now 52, as he is hit by Rhett Hall and sacked again. Fresh legs.
But again, here's Rhett Hall right here. Everyone's worried about this outside. Rhett Hall just goes right inside Nate Newton. He just beat him immediately, took that inside shoulder, Nate Newton's right shoulder, beat that shoulder, and then the next thing there was Troy Aikman.
Aikman back. Going deep. Incomplete. Alvin Harper, the intended receiver. And now we'll get the 2-minute warning.
That Deion Sanders can run faster than anyone in this league.
49ers by 10. The 49ers 10 points ahead. Ron Stone has replaced Larry Allen. '49ers by 10. Aikman has time this time and gets it to Novacek. Novacek to the 30.
Not a first down.
Not a first down. And the 49ers offensive unit comes on the field and everybody begins to celebrate.
I'll tell you, that's Steve Wallace, and he had a baby boy born last night, and he has his name on there, Baron Stephen Wallace II, or Jr.
This game is presented by the authority of the National Football League, is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of this telecast without the express written consent of the San Francisco 49ers and the National Football League is prohibited. At the end of the game, John and I will select the Miller Lite player of the game. San Francisco.
What a job they've done. You know, and it didn't start this year. I think it started at the championship game last year. In fact, Eddie DeBartolo, the owner of the 49ers, was coming down in the elevator and in Dallas after that game and says, I want a better defense, permanent policy. They went out and they got one.
And they could just run it out. Dallas has no timeouts.
Steve Young, they said he couldn't win the big one. He had all the yeah buts. He's answered them now. He's a different guy. Steve Wallace, do you see him in the huddle pointing to Steve Young? Hey, give him the credit that he's due.
Today's NFC Championship Game is produced by Bob Stinner and directed by Sandy Grossman. The pregame and halftime show produced by Scott Ackerson and directed by Bob Levy. The executive producers of Fox Sports are Ed Gorin and David Hill. Said a moment ago that John and I would pick the Miller Lite most valuable player of the game. And our selection is number 8, Steve Young.
I'll tell you, everyone feels good for that man. I mean, he's been through a lot.
It's going to be San Diego against San Francisco.
He's had a lot on his shoulder, but you can see it coming off now, can't you?
The 49ers and Chargers played in the regular season at San Diego, a game we did. San Francisco won 38-15. Overall, the series is 4-3. What courage and what an effort by this guy.
The Cowboys have given us a lot of great games and have been great champions.
But 3 in a row won't happen. Nobody's ever done it, and it won't happen now.
Troy Aikman told us, he said, I hope Steve Young wins one. I just don't want it to be against us.
Steve Young, in the shadows of Joe Montana for so many years, is finally out.
And it's his day, and it's his team, and he knows it, and everyone else knows it. I'll tell you, sometimes you just have to let go. Sometimes you hold it, and you want to be a pro. Sometimes you just have to let it go and enjoy it.
Well, they got ahead by 21 points right off the bat as a result of the Dallas turnovers, and again, in almost every game we've ever done, John, that tells the story. Turnovers.
They went out and they made it happen. And again, I think it started, they lost the conference championship. There's Eddie DeBartolo down there hugging everyone. He's the guy that said, let's go out in this free agent. Let's go out in this cap thing. Let's go out and get some defensive players. And he did it. And look at this fired up guy. Yeah. He looks like he's ready to go in a ring or something.
And again, the trophy presentation, the Hallis Trophy is.
He knocked the cameraman down.
Is going to be presented on the field when the excitement, if it ever does, quiets down.
Steve Young is the man. Look at him, he's jumping over fences. Watch it, he's going to go up into the stands in a minute.
So the final score here at Candlestick is San Francisco 38, Dallas 28. Coming up, it's the NASDAQ stock market postgame report. JB, Terry, Howie, and Jimmy will preview the Super Bowl 29 between the San Francisco 49ers and San Diego Chargers. But first, we'll have on-field trophy presentation to the NFC champion San Francisco 49ers. That's all coming up next on the NASDAQ stock market postgame report.
I thank you, JB. And 75 years of the great game of professional football.
We're celebrating this season presentation of the NFC Championship Trophy, the George S. Hallis Trophy, presented by the grandson of the great George Hallis, Michael McCaskey, president of the Chicago Bears, to the owner of the San Francisco 49ers, Eddie DeBartolo Jr. Michael?
Eddie, to you, Harmon, Coach Seifert, all the players and staff, an outstanding victory. Here's the George Hallis Trophy, and now on to the Super Bowl. Congratulations.
Thanks, Michael. Thank you. Thank you to everybody, to Coach Seifert, to the coaching staff, to the fans, to my family, and to the great players we have. I love you all. And we are going to go to Miami, and we will bring back another championship. Thank you.
Eddie, 2 years of frustration finally coming to a conclusion today. This has to be a proud moment for you and your family.
Terry, it's the most, I can't tell you what it means to me. It's the proudest moment I've been in. I had I don't know, I can't talk.
Let me turn to Coach Seifert. George, second Super Bowl in 6 years, an opportunity now to do something that's a lot of fun, being a champion. How does this feel right now?
Well, it's got to be the thrill of my coaching career. I'm so very proud to be a part of this organization, have this great team, be a part of that in the way they played today against the defending world champion. I think it's actually the coaching thrill of my life.
Are you surprised that after 8 minutes of this football game, 3 Dallas turnovers lead to a 21-point lead, and it's hard, as you well know, to win games, especially championships, when you turn the ball over?
Well, there's no question. At the same time, I think Dallas showed their pride, and but our team did at the end. We talked about as they would try to rise up, try to suppress that. I think our club did. It got a little hairy at times, but I think it's a real tribute to all these players and all the coaches and Carmen Policy and Eddie and everything that's been done here over the year.
Okay, good luck down in Miami against San Diego, Coach.
Thanks a lot.
Let me bring in Steve Young. Steve. This feels nice, doesn't it?
It's a great feeling. It's something that you just can't believe, 47 guys coming together, and we did. We came together with a purpose, and about mid-season, we turned it around and decided that we were going to come together. I can't describe a feeling like this. I mean, it's amazing when you get to share it with the guys that we have.
I want to show you a play, Steve, on our monitor. This is a play right before the half. The touchdown pass to Jerry Rice.
I just tried to look off the safety and put it up to Jared. They were squatting on all the short routes, and that really took the wind out of them right before half. That was the big play of the game.
Yeah, their mismanagement of the clock, the 30 seconds they could have killed, y'all get a touchdown, really
that was a
turned
big
this
play.
game around.
That really was the big play, because until then, we really hadn't put it away. And it looked like early it was going to get put away, and they keep fighting back. I give them a lot of credit for fighting back. I mean, they played very hard. It was just a death throw game. I mean, it was right to the end.
Well, good luck to you down in Miami.
Thank you, Terry.
All right, that's it from down here, JB. Back to you. Hey.
All right, Terry, thank you very much. And it indeed has to feel awfully good to Steve Young. As a matter of fact, an offseason of intensive and expensive retooling by the San Francisco 49ers has paid dividends, as the 49ers got the Cowboys in their own house and, in fact, spanked them by the margin of 38-28. And we'll come back here to Candlestick and continue with our post-game coverage after this.